G'day, legend, Coach Neil from the Black Dog Brotherhood, and welcome to Pillar 3 training. So, again, there's so much information that we could have put into the ebook, but in the end, it just would have ended up blowing out to being a novel, and we wanted to make sure that you were able to actually, get through it and actually have a chance of reading it. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to go a little bit deeper on the training side of the house, and I'm going to give you a sneak peek at the actual app that we use inside the Black Dog Brotherhood to coach guys. So, online coaching allows us to reach guys all around Australia and hopefully eventually the entire world. It removes that sort of one-on-one barrier and that geographical barrier that personal trainers and coaches face from having to coach out of an establishment. So going online lets us reach everybody, and this app is the way that we do it. But before we get to that, okay, Pillar 3 training. So all exercise, when it comes to your headspace, all exercise is good exercise. Getting out of the house, going for a walk, if that's all that you do, if that's all that you can do, you're going to find that will make a difference, okay? If there's something that you enjoy doing, some form of movement that you enjoy, maybe it's going for long hikes, maybe you enjoy cycling, maybe you enjoy swimming, something that involves your body moving to produce energy or to use energy, it's going to make a difference, okay? And this is scientifically proven that movement and exercise helps to improve your mood and improve your headspace. If you want to take it one step further, when we talk about movement, human beings are designed to move. Movement is life at a genetic level, okay? So if you go back to the caveman era, you go way back to tribal times, okay? If we didn't move, we died. Okay, we needed to go out and catch our food. We needed to go out and forage for our food. We needed to go out and move with the seasons. There was a lot of tribes that had to move based on the season to avoid freezing to death or not burning to death, but dying from dehydration. Okay, so traditionally, movement is life. If you want to take that to another level scientifically, okay, we are made up at a molecular level. We are made up of atoms, and atoms are constantly moving. No atom is ever stationary, okay? Movement is life at a genetic level. That said, okay, the protocol that we use inside the Black Dog Brotherhood is strength training, and there's a couple of reasons that we use it, okay? First and foremost, okay, metrics. Okay, so metrics allow us to track progress, okay? It allows me as a coach to track the Black Dog Brotherhood progress, or if you're doing it on your own, it allows you to progress. So metrics help us to determine, okay, progressive overload. Let's make sure I spell this right. Okay, progressive overload. What this means is that in order to continue progressing with your strength, you need to lift heavier and heavier things. If you are not tracking your metrics every single week, you will never be progressing. And we actually have a system, a progressive overload system that we call a 5x5 progressive overload. So we do, each week we have 5 workouts, okay? 5 workouts, 4 strength workouts and 1 mobility workout. Now, each one of the strength workouts has a key lift, okay? So in no particular order: squats, bench press, deadlift, and chin-ups. Okay, now most guys when they come in, they can't do chin-ups, but we actually have a progression for somebody who physically cannot do a chin-up, right through to guys who have got weights hanging off of themselves. So the 4 strength workouts will have a primary exercise, and that primary exercise is done at a 5x5. So what that means is you pick a weight and you use that weight. You don't go up or down inside of the sets, and you do 5 sets of 5 repetitions, okay? 5 sets of 5 repetitions. So let's say Monday is squat day. The very first thing we're going to do is we're going to do our warm-up. We're going to do some mobility and some prehab to prevent injury, because we're all about preventing injury and allowing you to continually overload. So the very first exercise you'll do inside of that is your 5 sets of 5 reps. Now I'm just going to pick an arbitrary number here. Let's say you start at 50 kilos. If you get the 5 sets of 5, okay, and you actually succeed, then the next time you know that you can do this. You are strong enough to go heavier. So next time you want to go up, and you might go up to 60 kilos. And each week you're going to keep progressing until you hit a ceiling whereby you can't go anymore. At that point, what you're going to do is you're going to record that number. When you come back to this workout the following week, when you come back to your squats, you're going to try it again. So let's say you got all the way up to arbitrary number here. Let's say you made it to 70 kilos and you failed. You did not get 5 sets of 5 at 70 kilos. So the next week you come back to squats, you're going to try again. Okay. One of two things is going to happen. You're either going to get it or you're not going to get it. If you got it, guess what? You can progress again and you keep moving up. If you didn't get it, you then just go back down to the last known weight that you were successful. And what this is going to do is it's going to buy you a bit of time and allow a bit of active recovery, allow for more muscle growth, okay, and more strength growth. And it's as simple as that. So the same principle applies for our bench press, for our deadlifts, and for our chin-ups, okay? So that's all we use. And then each of these workouts has ancillary exercises. So they might be isolation exercises or single joint exercises. They're exercises that aren't as physically demanding, but they're designed to help support your primary lift to try and get that primary lift up, okay? So why do we do it this way, okay? The metrics give us progressive overload. The progressive overload allows us to continue moving forward, okay? There's a couple of parts to it. Strength training, okay, releases endorphins, okay? Feel-good hormones. That's why you feel good at the end of the day. And that's why we always try to get guys to train first thing of the morning, okay? As with everything in the Black Dog Brotherhood, what we're training for is headspace, and the physical results we get are a byproduct of training for our headspace. So it releases endorphins. Number 2, it's about fucking feeling good, okay? Outside of the chemical window there, when you get stronger, okay, a couple of things happen. Each and every week, you're going to see the weight on the bar go up. You feel good. It's a sense of achievement. It gives you something to strive for. It gives you something to do to keep aiming to try and get those numbers up. So when you see the numbers on the bar going up, you feel good. Strength training builds muscle. So in the end, you look good, okay? And when you look good, you feel good. If you are currently overweight and your headspace is, way, way down, part of feeling good about yourself is being able to look in the mirror and go, fuck, I'm looking good. I feel good about myself. I feel good. I've got endorphins from my workout. I'm feeling good because I've seen every week my strength is going up. I'm looking good because I'm gaining muscle. You'll burn fat. So we actually, when you see this training routine side by side with our nutritional protocol, we link the two together to maximize burning fat as well, okay? Strength training still burns fat because every time you go to the gym, when you work out, you cause damage to the muscles in a good way. Okay, you have micro tears. Those micro tears heal thicker, harder, stronger than before. That's why you get bigger and that's why you get stronger. In order to heal those micro tears, okay, you need to burn calories. You burn calories as a part of the healing process to repair those muscles. So we end up burning fat. Burning fat ties in with looking good. You gain a bit of muscle, you start to burn fat, you're releasing endorphins, you look good and you feel good, okay? So that's the nuts and guts of the training protocol, okay? It's very, very simple. Now, what I want to do is I want to take a moment to give you a sneak peek inside of our customized state-of-the-art training app. Alrighty, so here it is, sneak peek inside of our app, okay? So everybody who joins the Black Dog Brotherhood gets exclusive access to this. Now, I'll start off with the basics of it. So I can program across the board and I can apply that to a schedule. So what you can see here is absolutely every workout, okay, is available inside of there. You can either just check in to let me know that you've seen it, that you're going to do it later that day, or you can actually view the workout by clicking on view and heading into it, okay? So what you can see inside of here, every warm-up, every workout starts with a warm-up and some prehab and mobility, okay? So prehab and mobility here. Prehab is the opposite of rehab. Why spend 10 months rehabilitating injury when you can spend 10 minutes each day preventing an injury? It is prehabilitation, preventing an injury. Okay, so we have that. We have our actual warm-ups, our exercise-specific warm-ups, and you can see here, so this is obviously the chin-up day, okay? So we have the pull-up, 5x5, okay? And then you have ancillary exercises. So you can see here what we have inside of this workout, and this changes every month. The primary exercises stay there every single month because we want to be able to track them consistently for life, and we change the ancillary exercise every month. So that gives you a bit of variety. You're hitting new muscles, you're hitting muscles from different angles, and you're not really getting bored with the routine. So it changes every single month to allow you to progressively overload. So you can see here we've got ancillary exercises for our back and ancillary exercises for our biceps. At the end of every workout, we've got an optional finisher. So it's a high intensity something. It can be designed for your core. So this one's a core-based one. It can be just high intensity. It can be a barbell circuit, a dumbbell circuit, a medicine ball circuit. There's something at the end of every workout, and it's an optional finisher. So if we have guys who are completely new to training, the workout on its own will be enough to completely fucking gas them, okay? But if you're a little bit fitter and you want to get something more out of the workout, the optional finisher is there, okay? And of course, we finish with stretching. So that is inside. So that's just an example of one of the workouts, but it shows you how our workouts are structured and how you can do it inside of the app. Inside of the actual app, what you can do is you've got a couple of options here. So this is how we track it. So you can see here, it keeps notes of your last workout. So how many reps you achieved at what weight. You add a new note, and then that will go into the notes section. So when you come back, it will update in here, and you'll be able to see what you did last time and whether or not you need to progress, whether you need to repeat the workout you just did, or whether you need to go backwards. So that's how we keep tabs and how you can keep tabs on your progressive overload. Now here's the best part. Everybody goes, okay, online coaching. How do you coach technique? How do you watch people's technique? Good question. Glad I asked. Okay, inside of the app, okay, every single exercise has a demo video, which you can see here. But here we go. Look at that. You can record yourself, okay? So you can set your phone up because you'll have your phone in the gym with you to actually track it. I've obviously got this on my iPad here. You can set this up and you can record your exercise and watch it in contrast to the demonstration exercise. Plus, the second that you upload this, the second you record this video, it comes to me. So as your coach, I can actually watch your technique. You may be able to adjust it yourself based off of comparing your technique to the demonstration video. If not, I can assess it and give you feedback on your techniques, okay? So we can actually coach on technique as well. Hey, look at that. Science at its finest. Okay, inside of the app as well, okay? So that's the actual workout stuff. Inside of the app as well, we have a messaging system. So this is how guys get notifications every single week. So we talk about sit reps. It's a part of our accountability. The sit reps are your weekly weigh-in, your measurements, your key lifts. All the data comes to me so that I can coach you on your data. Okay, and you get a reminder through here every single week. That'll come through so you never forget. Okay. Inside of it as well, we also have coaching. Food diary we don't really use because we have our nutritional protocol. So the food diary is more of an accountability tool for yourself, but it is there if you wish to use it. We also have progress photos and results tracking. So I can update the results tracking from my end. Progress photos are probably the best tool that you have for seeing how far you've come. Because you see yourself in the mirror every day, you might not be able to see those changes. But when you take photos of yourself at week 1, week 4, week 8, week 12, so on and so on, you can look at that first photo in contrast to your week 12 photo. And even though you might not feel like you've made much of a difference, you'll see the difference over the long term in the photos. So that is it. That is the app. And that is a rundown on the training that we do inside of the Black Dog Brotherhood. Once again, guys, thank you so much for your time. Questions, queries, doubtful points, death threats, feel free to chuck a reply to this email and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Make sure you tune in tomorrow where we'll be talking about Pillar 4, community.